What a mess. What a mess. Just when you thought you'd have a nice clean shot. Well, why is this all here? Well, that's why. What you're looking at here is the back of Vanzilla. Yeah, I haven't showed this car much in the videos. I think a while back I did somebody asked me to do a video about great gear or something like that, and I mentioned this van. And that's about it. But I was watching a video from Mr. 5.56 running around in his Blazer, and he showed an engine that he's getting ready to put in his Blazer. And I mentioned that this one, well, let's just say it's no longer stock under its stubby little hood. Yep. From the outside, as you can see here, it just looks like a typical neglected minivan. Does have the visor. You know, I think I found that on eBay for like 40 bucks. And I just thought it looked cool. So, what the heck? I threw it up there. It had the little sport wheels. And I use it for work, so it does have mildly aggressive tires on it. God, I hate shadows. There's not much I can do about it. You can see the pollen's heavy right now. This poor thing's been sitting around for a while. So, why am I showing you all this? Well, a couple of reasons. After a bit, I'm going to show you what's hiding under there. Under that little cover right there. Give you a hint, it's not the 4.3. And I'm bringing this thing out of retirement. Going to start using it for travel, car camping, and towing my utility trailer, my covered trailer. So, let's take a look at what's going on. And there it is. A little bit of a tight fit, but the 350 small block and the 4.3 share so many similarities that the swap was actually not very difficult. It's actually more fun getting the computer tuned, which that's a whole different video. But you know, just some quick specs. It's a 4-bolt main, 355, full roller valve train. Pretty much built it out of Summit Racing. They were a big help in figuring out how to do this. Looks like I got to do a little work on that. See there, right where that. It's got a K&N air filter system on it, and I've had some trouble with the gasketing right there. I'm going to pull that all apart and redo that. It's been working, but you can see the gaskets vibrated right there, so I'm catching a little air leakage. But yeah, the duct tape. When I did this is the first time I've ever done a swap on a computer car, and I was really afraid that I would lose track of stuff. So I picked up some pink duct tape and used it to mark all of the wires, fittings, and whatnot. Wrote them all down. I'm kind of retentive about that anyway. And I just never took the time to get the pink duct tape off. I guess at some point I will. But hey, you know, what the heck. It's a nice conversation piece. It's not hurting anything. And yeah, if you look real close, you can see the top of the bell housing of the new transmission. That video will be out relatively soon. Just about done. Let's take a look around front. Okay. Well, just a few quick things. I did go ahead and go with the Aeromotive adjustable fuel regulator. Gosh, can't even speak this morning, but you know what I'm saying. This allows me to regulate the pressure, because as y'all probably know, the fuel injection requires, it's pretty touchy about what it needs. So I went ahead and installed that with an exterior gauge. And there you can see the front of where the K&N usually sits. I'm actually washing it right now. And this actually up front was more where most of the mechanical challenges of getting the motor to fit were. Now the front of these, there's the Stewart. That's a real high volume water pump. I do live in the deep south and cooling is an issue. And speaking of that, yeah, I had to do a little cob together upper radiator hose. That's still sort of a work in progress, as is the shroud. You know, cooling is such a big deal that keeping that shroud on there was something I really wanted to make sure I could do, and well, I had to chop a few pieces off. Let's see if we can get you down inside and get a look. There's a 4-core radiator, which this never was designed to have. So it made some of the tolerances a little close. Maybe a little too close. But because the 350 does stick out towards the front of the van a lot more, like I said, there were some challenges. You can see a little cob together bracket for the air conditioner compressor. Not pretty, but it works. One of the things I wanted to do when I built this was to keep all of the original stock systems stock. So, you know, all the air conditioning, all the sensors, everything that came with the car from the factory still works, including the cruise control, which I never use, but it is there. And I went and got a gel battery, and because I don't drive it very often, I did go ahead and stick one of those manual disconnects on it. Just makes it easier. But there you go, Steve. You asked to see the motor. I know it's kind of hard, especially in a van, to get a good look at it. But there it is. It's probably somewheres in the I'm going to say 380, 385 horsepower range. Maybe a little bit more, because I have added a few little doodads to it, including, you know, pretty good flowing dual exhaust. So it might be a little more. I don't know. I've never dynoed it. I know it makes this this pretty heavy van do some stuff that the stock Astros the stock Astros won't do. But there y'all go. Now I got to get back to work, because I'm actually at the tail end of installing that transmission. All right, y'all. Fair winds. We'll see you next time around.